to Knit Tea Live. We are back. Knit Tea's live. It is back. It's been a while. Oh my gosh. It's been a while. Just before, like 2 minutes before I was supposed to go live, suddenly my computer went, I don't want to work right now. I don't know if I'm up for this. So I had to reboot everything. So anyway, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here today. I hope, oh shoot. Oh well, we're going to go, my outline, I didn't reopen it. But that's okay. That's okay. I can do this without my outline in front of me. It'll be fine. So welcome if you are here live. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, James. So glad you're here. Hello, UF. If you are joining us live, please say hi in the chat. Let me know what you're working on. If you're working on anything this Sunday morning. Also, if you're here in the United States, happy, and you celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. I do personally love cooking a Thanksgiving dinner. So my Thursday was very busy cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And it was really, really good. I was very happy with it. But it's a very busy weekend because A, Thanksgiving, B, Friday night. I'm Jewish, so Friday night we do Shabbat. So I had Shabbat Friday night, and tonight is the first day of Hanukkah. So we're doing Hanukkah tonight. So it is like a busy holiday weekend. But the nice thing is it's a long holiday weekend here in the United States, so I didn't have to work because I have started a paying gig. Yeah. Oh my God. I think I need my outline or I'm going to be squirreling the entire time. So I'm going to just open that up. If you are watching on the replay, so glad to have you here no matter when you're able to watch. Feel free to join the conversation as well. Let me know what you're working on down in the comments below. It's never too late to join the conversation with Knit Tea Live. And if you are joining on the replay, I will have timestamps down below. It does take a little bit for me to get those timestamps into the description box. So if they're not there, they are coming. They will be there. So yeah. Trying to get my outline open. Like all of a sudden everything is totally gone outside my brain. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm saying. That's the fun of it. That's the fun of doing live stream. Like things can go sideways quickly. It's always an adventure. Sorry. I'm like just trying to get my outline open because that helps keep me focused. Oh, darn it. Here we go. Almost got it. Okay. I know this is such exciting live stream watching me open a document. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, more people showed up. Yay. James says he is working on a gold white sock and a sweater. Awesome. Samantha, welcome. So glad to see you here this morning. So yeah, today, what are we going to be? Wow, NUF is working on a cardigan. That's awesome. Well, for today, I will be showing you what I've been working on. But first, let me just tell you what is on the agenda, the topics for today, especially since I finally have my outline in front of me. So we have Squishy Mail. That is right in the title. I shouldn't be able to forget that. Yes, I had a delivery this week. I have Squishy Mail. I have not opened it yet, so we will be opening it here during the live stream. You'll see what I ordered. I'm very excited about it. Also, I do have some life updates. And just going to kind of cue you in to how my life updates are going to be affecting my channel moving forward. If you are a long time longtime sub or watcher of my channel, you know that I had a flood in the bedroom side of my house a couple months ago, and it's been minorly disruptive to my life. just a squidge disruptive. And then after we get through the little life update, we will be having a pattern spotlight, but this will be a different type of pattern spotlight because Fasten Off 2021 is happening. I'm very excited about this. If you don't know what Fasten Off 2021 is it is a off Ravelry event for independent designers and makers to enjoy independent designers' work. Basically, it's kind of a month-long make-along. Designers sign up and they offer a certain number of their patterns at a 25% discount. And the discount period is going to be opening next week. We will get into more details of how Fasten Off works when we get to Pattern Spotlight. But I thought today we could do a little preview of at least some of the designers who will be offering a selection of their work at a discount, and we can all decide what it is that we might want to enjoy as we head into these final weeks of 2021. I did the Fasten Off 2020 event last year, and I had a great time. I'm very excited about Fasten Off 2021. I'm really excited. I'm so excited, truthfully. Okay, so yeah. And so if you're here in the chat right now, if you're watching, let me know what you'd like first. Do you want to hear about my life update, or do you want to see the squishy mail first? Life update, throw a house in the chat. If you'd like squishy mail, throw a ball of yarn. While you decide, I'm going to show you what I have been working on diligently. It's like, hey, grab it. It's kind of actually, I'm a bit of a pattern hopper, meaning I usually have several whips going on at once, and I kind of hop from project to project as the inspiration blows me about. And okay, well, I don't know about who you are, but I think I'm going to just put you in a timeout. You're welcome to watch, but yeah, we're not going to disrupt the chat that way. Thank you. And now I know how to moderate within my streaming software. Good. Thank you, I guess, for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I've been diligently working on one project. This is the project that actually you guys on KnitTea Live and on the various social media platforms helped me to decide to cast on next, and that is the Amberine wrap from Amy Snell. So let me just make sure I can see this okay. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can hopefully see this better. But yeah, so this is where I finished the main body of the wrap. So you can kind of see it here. This is going to hopefully in the blocking process open up quite a bit because these are all eyelets here. So I finished all this body of the wrap here. And the way this is constructed is it starts with this center triangle right here that's on camera. And it's built modularly through a series of right angle triangles. And now what I'm working on is a garter stitch border. It's an applied edge, actually, an applied edging. Let me show you that right there. So that's what I'm working on right now is this applied edging. And I'm very excited because I'm very close to being done with it. Yes, I agree, Samantha H. Yes, it is a very pretty pattern, and I loved the way the triangles move and it shifts about. It keeps, not only is it visually interesting, but it's also interesting to knit. But at the same time, The stitch pattern is a very easily memorizable stitch pattern because it just repeats over and over again. But because the triangles are constantly like, you know, you're picking up stitches to create a new triangle and they decrease down to a point, it just stays interesting. It doesn't get boring. But yeah, this is where I am on the edge. So I have the rest of this edge to finish and then this edge here to finish, and I will be done. I think I'm actually going to at least finish knitting this before the end of the year. And I'm so excited about this. I might just block it right away. I think I need to have a block party. I have so many items that I need to wash and block. I think it's time for me to have just like a big block party day for myself. Let's see. Hello, Bear. Welcome. So glad you're there. Oh, that's fine, Bear, if you can't stay the entire time. That's why we have replay. You can always dip in and out as you need to. I so appreciate, though, that you're here. James, it's beautiful, and I love the color you picked. Thank you, and you guys helped me out with that. This yarn, this is the Valley Yarns Northampton and Heathered Lilac. The Valley Yarns is the store brand yarn for Webs, which is yarn.com. It is a, they call it Peruvian Highland wool. But basically this wool, it's the same type of wool that you find in Knit Picks. Cascade 220 is the same fiber. But it is a sheep it's a crossbreed between a Corriedale and a Merino sheep. And it is a lovely, lovely fiber to work with. In fact, well, I will get to that, but it is relevant to the Squishy Mail arrival. So I've really enjoyed working with this yarn. I think that this Heathered Lilac yarn just works beautifully, by the way, with this amberine pattern. After the live stream is over, I will be sure to put a link to Amy's pattern down in the description box if you're interested in it. And I believe that Amy Snell is taking part in the Fasten Off 2021. And maybe, fingers crossed, it'll be included in her pattern selection. That would be amazing. I would love it. I highly recommend the pattern. I really do. It's been a very fun pattern. I'm really looking forward. It's the kind of pattern where I'm like, I could actually see myself knitting it again. And that, I feel like, is always the highest praise for a pattern. So let's see. Squish Mail. Well, I got one vote for Squish Mail. And since it actually does fit into what I was just talking about with Valley Yarns and Peruvian Highland wool, I'm going to go ahead and just do the Squish Mail. So let's do Squishy Mail. Look, I'm so professional. I put a banner on the screen. I try. So I got this in the mail. For the first time, I ordered from Hobbi. This is new. Hobbi, if you don't know, is a online craft retailer that is based in Denmark. I've seen their advertisement for a long time. I've been curious about ordering from them. And what happened is, as you know, if you follow my channel, I recently did a review on the Prim ergonomic circular needles. And I decided that I really wanted to try out the Prim ergonomic double pointed needles. Because although I was disappointed in the ergonomic circular needle, there were a lot of things about the needle that I liked. So I wanted to try out the DPNs. So I went online trying to find like the best source. Hobbi sells the Prim line. And so I was like, well, I might as well, you know, kill two birds with one stone. And of course, since they sell yarn, maybe I should just try out their house brand yarn while I'm at it. So let's see. And I got a couple other things. So let's see what I got. First of all, let's see how easy this is to open. I like the way that it's packaged. It's in this soft pack. And I don't see necessarily an easy way to rip this open. But the way that it's wrapped, oh, it rips open easily. Yay. I don't have to bring out the scissors. It was very easy to open. That's always very important to me. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I just got a peek of the yarn. I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm just so happy right now. What is it about wool that makes me so happy? It's like I get high or something. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to pull out. Did they put it in one thing? Okay, I'll get to that last. Okay, I will get to the yarn. I'll just get to the yarn. So this is the yarn I got. Look at that. It's so pretty. So this is their Peruvian wool. This is Hobbi's Peruvian wool. And I thought I got worsted weight, but maybe I got, because that looks like DK weight. That's fine. I like DK. It's actually perfect. 100% wool. Where did they put the yarn weight? This is color 35. It's so pretty. It's a wine kind of burgundy color. Doesn't have a ton of scent. I'm really having to inhale deeply to try to get any hit of lanolin. But it feels good in the hand. Kind of reminiscent. Ooh, it has a really nice, now that I'm feeling it more, really nice feel. It kind of has that waxy oiliness that you get from natural wool as I rub it, which is really nice. I'm trying to see where they say the weight is. I should know. I mean, I ordered this, but that doesn't mean I remember exactly what I ordered. Let's see, 50 grams, US 4 to 6. Okay, yeah, so the recommended needle size on the ball band is 3.5 to 4 millimeter or a US 4 to 6. So that tells me this is a DK weight yarn, which is cool. You know what? I'm so excited, actually. This is a DK weight yarn because I know exactly what I can make with this right off the bat that I've been wanting. Yes, fingerless gloves. And this is the other color I got, which is, this is looking more blue probably to you on camera, but it's much more of a dark green. Kind of a dark foresty green. Oh, it's so pretty. Feels so nice. These are going to be so, if I did a project together, that would be so pretty, don't you think? Oh, yes. Oh. This has much more of that wool scent. Oh, I love it so much. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to work with this. Really looking forward. Maybe I'll do stripes. I don't know. I'm very excited to try this out. This was very well priced, I felt like. Let's see. So I got 2 balls of the red burgundy, more of a burgundy, and 2 balls of this dark green. On their website, this is color 20. Just looking at it, I can say that the colors look very true to what I saw on their website with the pictures. So that's awesome. Love when that's the case. So yeah. Here's what I was looking for. Oh, it's in Danish. Let's see. Ergonomic strømpepind. Okay. Well, I mean, it is a Danish company. It makes sense that they're going to send an invoice to me and it's in Danish. Oh! I got a little piece of candy with my order. That's unexpected. A little piece of hard candy. I'm so charmed. I gotta say, I'm very charmed by that. That's so cool. Did I get a couple balls of yarn? Okay, so that was the yarn, but I did order a couple other things. So let me show those to you. I got the DPNs. Oh my God, these are big. These are 8-inch DPNs. I'm not used to DPNs that are that big. I normally at most want a 6-inch DPN. Normally I like 4 or 5-inch. I knew when I ordered these were 8-inch, and right off the bat, I've got to say my criticism with Prim in their DPNs is their selection of sizes just feels very limited to me. But I'm going to try these out. I think I might try them out. Well, no, because I'm going to need a smaller needle. Anyway, but I'm going to try these out, these DPNs. I'll figure out a project. I'm very excited to try out the DPNs because there was a lot about the circular needles that I liked. If you're interested in me doing a full review of the Prim DPNs, similar to how I did the ergonomic Prim circular needle, I totally butchered that name, let me know. I really enjoy doing reviews. Samantha, after I'm done showing off all the items, I'm going to let you know about shipping, price, and speed, all the good stuff. Then I got this. This was also from Prim, but this is the knitting calculator and counting frame. So this is a gauge calculator, and it comes with a gauge window, basically. You can't see it because of the packaging so well. Oh, here, I'll lift this up. You can see. So this is a window for you, and it is a 10 centimeter, 4-inch window for you to count your gauge on work. And then this here slides, it's supposed to slide so that you can enter in what your gauge is, and it'll tell you how much to cast on for a project. So I'm excited to play around with this. It feels like this is a heavy cardboard. So with this red piece is plastic. Or is it plastic? I'm not. Let me just put it this way. This feels like a coated cardboard gadget. So I'll just say right off the bat, in terms of using this as a gauge ruler, which is what this window is meant to do, I'm not sure I would trust it personally, because I can already tell that this is a little warped along this edge. So I would not trust this as a ruler for gauge. That's just my off the bat first impression of it. But I think the reason I really bought this was for the gauge calculator function, which is like what I'm excited about. This is a little big for me to fit into my Notions bag, unfortunately, but this would fit very easily into like a project bag or just one of my many project drawers. But yeah, so I got this. And with my purchase, Hobbi sent me a little present. They sent me a free pack of stitch markers. I can tell already these are the kind of plastic locking stitch markers where the plastic is very thick, and I don't necessarily, this isn't my favorite type of stitch marker, but they sent me a free pack of stitch markers. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm not going to complain about having extra stitch markers, even if they're not my ideal stitch marker. I mean, and they sent me a piece of candy. Let's see. Unfortunately, with the invoice, so let's talk about my experience with Hobbi real quick. It was very good, I have to say, overall. So I'm just looking at this really quickly, and the invoice doesn't give me the pricing. I'd have to look up my email for it. Let me see if I can get to it. But I ordered this a week ago Friday. So not this past Friday, the Friday before I ordered all this. And I want to say that it took 2 or 3 days before I got the email that my package was ready for delivery. The next day, I got a shipping notice from FedEx that they had picked up my order. And the day after that, it was at my house. So I got this Hobbi package by Wednesday. So it was like, and that was shipping from Denmark to California. So that's a pretty big distance to cover. So I have to say my shipping experience, my first time with Hobbi, was excellent. It did not take that long for all of this to get here. Their emails were very pleasant. They do that thing that some companies do where they make their emails to you like very conversational and like you're all friends. Which I like, I appreciate. Like, I understand psychologically what they're doing. and I respect it. And the prices were very good. In fact, you know what? We can look at the prices right now. I think with the shipping price, let's just look at it because I honestly can't remember. I think that I ordered enough that I got free shipping. That's the one thing I will say, because I've looked at Hobbi before, and there were times where I'm like, for a small purchase for like one item that I've been looking for that I can't necessarily find easily in person. It's not like, especially since it's shipping from Denmark, it's not necessarily worth ordering from them. But if you wanted to do like kind of more of a stash purchase, a large purchase of yarn, then I felt like the shipping was very reasonable. Okay, one pearl. That's okay. I can't. I was gonna try to log into my Hobbi account, but it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna share my screen with you, and you can at least see what it was like. But I felt like the pricing was very fair, and I had no issues with it. Hey, Evie, so glad that you're here! Yay! I was just sharing. Oh, by the way, I was sharing earlier, Evie, in the live stream, information I know from you now, which is that Peruvian wool is a crossbreed of merino and Corriedale, and the yarn that I got is Hobbi's Peruvian wool yarn. So yes. Okay, so sorry, getting myself up because I hadn't planned to do this. And we are going to go to 3, 4. There we go. So this is Hobbi's main page website. There we go. And we are going to just look Hobbi Highland wool. Here. So this is, I believe, what I ordered. This is the, light worsted. Okay, so this is what I ordered. This is the light worsted weight. It's normally $8.80, but it's on sale right now for 44% off. So it was $4.95. I believe that's what I paid, is $4.95. And the other thing with Hobbi is if you make an account with them and you order from them, you earn points that you can use later. So I forget how many points I got from that. And also they currently have a Black Friday sale coming up. Like Hobbi is one of those kind of like Lovecrafts where there's just always a sale going on with them. So that was like everything I feel like with pricing wise felt very like economical is how I put it. And as I said, with the shipping, I believe that I ordered enough that I got free shipping. I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I wasn't prepared. I'm sorry. I just wasn't prepared. Let's see. Let's just see what happens when I put in 4. Add to cart. Oh, I got to pick a color. Green. Because I love me green. Green is my favorite color. View cart. Yeah. Oh, see? So $22.79. If I purchase this right now, right this second, I would get 3 stitch holders added to my order for free. So they're always giving you free things in addition, and free shipping starts at $75. But that's right. Shipping was $7.99, and that was my shipping for my zip code. So I paid $8 in shipping. So yeah, the shipping was very reasonable, and it was very like, and it does ship from Denmark. So it was definitely a situation that was kind of nice in that I didn't have to worry about like customs or duties or anything like that. It was all taken care of. So yeah, I gotta say overall my experience first time with Hobbi was very pleasant, and I would totally order from them again. So yeah. I'll say this, my one little criticism. I don't love the look of their website. It's a little messy to me aesthetically. I don't find it as pleasing, but I gotta be honest, that's just true generally for a lot of websites. I find most shopping websites to be aesthetically unpleasant. They're usually, to me, too busy. I'm just like, oh God, why are you throwing so much stuff in my face? But yeah. So, but I wouldn't say that Hobbi's like website was any more or less aesthetically unpleasing to me than like another big box store. So yeah, that was my experience with Hobbi. I'm very excited to play with my new stuff. I will keep you up to date on what I decide. I think I know what I'm going to make. Who am I kidding? What I'm going to make. I'm pretty 98% sure that I'm going to be making some fingerless gloves with at least one of these balls of yarn, maybe two. Maybe I'll do stripes. Oh, I just had an idea. For a project to do. Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, I totally know what I'm going to do with this. It will be fingerless. At least wrist warmers. The reason why I'm working in my craft room, I started a show. And there's about 2 feet of insulation missing right now along the exterior wall of my craft room. Because flood, and it gets a little chilly in here sometimes. My hands get cold, but I have to work on my computer. So fingerless gloves to the rescue, and I just want a pair in a DK weight. So that's probably what I'm most likely going to do with that yarn. But I will keep you up to date. And of course, you can always follow me on my social media. I am on Instagram. I'm most active on Twitter if you want to keep minute to minute up to date with what I post. Okay, so that's Squishy Mail. And let's talk about life update next, because yeah, I kind of alluded to it already, but my life update. So if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that I had a flood a couple of months ago. Now that I think about it, it feels like it was forever ago that it happened, but it was beginning of October. So it's been like 2 months. It feels like longer, frankly. But, oh my gosh. So the flood happened. Here's the thing about my house. We bought the house about 3.5 years ago. And in California, in Los Angeles, where I live, when you buy a house, unless you're like very affluent, very, very affluent, you're going to be buying a fixer-upper if it's at all affordable. Before we moved into the house, the living room, family room, kitchen area, we totally renovated. And we were very fortunate that our realtor was friends with a designer who hooked us up with a great contractor, and she was great. And so we did basically half the house. The bedroom, bathroom side of the house was always like, okay, we're going to save up to fix that up later because it needs a renovation as well, but we need to save some funds first. Then the flood happened, and it all happened on the bedroom side, and it was just a situation because almost 90% of our flooring was pulled up. There's only one room that didn't get any water in it, and nothing had to be pulled up. Every other room, like the room I'm in right now, the flooring that was in here is gone. Underneath it is like the linoleum that was first put in 1968. If you were a child of the 90s, it looks like the tiling that was in your elementary school. That's what it was like. Anyway, so we're just like, well, we have to do floors. We got to replace walls. If we're going to be putting in new floors, now's the time that we're going to have to go ahead and just do the renovation. So we're working on the renovation. We are through the planning stage. We're working with the same designer and contractor, and she's also has become a good friend of ours as well. And which is really because it's not just like slapping in some new floors and putting up paint. We're moving walls. We're having to move a toilet. This is not a DIY situation. So the plans are set. We've actually started getting fixtures in. This week, we got mirrors in for the bathrooms. And last Sunday, our contractor came in to do a tour of the house and talk about the renovation. And that's why I couldn't live stream, actually. Yes, right? Evie, you know that tile. We are women of a certain age, and women of a certain age know that tile. But, yeah. So, upshot, long story short, or short story too long, really, is after the New Year's, at some point, we're trying to figure out when exactly with our contractor to actually start the work. We're going to start renovating the bedroom side of the house. I both am terrified of starting this process, although I've already started it, and very wanting to get through it because I feel like the next 6 months to a year of my life, I'm going to be living in a construction zone. But hopefully it just takes at most 6 months. But we are renovating like 2.5 bathrooms, and we're making the master bathroom larger. So anyway, it's just going to be a lot of work. It's just going to be a lot of work. I don't know what my shooting space is going to be available at what time. And at the end of the day, it's just kind of like I'm taking things week by week. And in terms of the channel, for the coming month, I'm going to keep to my weekly upload schedule, and I'm going to have 2 weeks off at the end of the month from my show, because that's the other thing that's going on. I started a paying gig a couple weeks ago, but I do have 2 weeks off at the holidays, which is great because I'll have a chance not to just, be with my family, but also to hopefully bank a lot of videos. And so I'm going to keep to my weekly upload schedule, but I do need, kicked my camera. I am going to need to cut back on the live streaming. I am committing right now to doing live streams at least the last Sunday of each month. That's what my goal is. And then if I have a chance to do like an additional live stream during the month, then I will let you all know, and we will do more live streams if possible. But right now, the only thing I can really commit to with live streams is like once a month. And I'm going to just make it the last Sunday of each month. And that's what's kind of going on with the channel. And we will see how things proceed once the renovation begins. Because I don't know. I really just don't know what is going to happen to my shooting space. Because like every room is going to have new floor put in. Like the room I'm in right now, you'll notice I don't have like my bookshelf in here. It's not as nice. My background is not as nice right now as it's been. And that's because it's in another room. I pulled in just enough into this room to be able to shoot again. And at some point, it's all going to have to come out of this room so we can do the floor, fix the walls, put up closet. My closet doors are gone. I don't have closet doors right now, which actually I don't mind. But so I'll keep you all up to date. Thank you for being patient. And that's what's happening with my life. And honestly, guys, I have to tell you, I so appreciate the way you have all stuck with me during this period of my channel and going on with my life stuff. And that every time I've come on and told you, like, I can't do this and I'm so sorry, you all have said to me, don't worry, we're here when you're ready to come back. And I just so appreciate it because I love this channel so much. And I've loved doing this channel so much, and I've wanted to keep it going and thriving, and it's your loyalty that has made that happen. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We had Thanksgiving on Thursday, and you guys were on my list of things that I have gratitude for. Bear, may your house come out lovely and the process go smoothly and without any hiccups. Try not to stress on obligations to YouTube. Thank you, Bear. Thank you so much. It's so generous. And I mean, it's a renovation. And whenever you open up an old house, it's like doing exploratory surgery. You just don't know what you're going to find. Like, you don't know. You have to be prepared but I love my designer. And if you ever need a designer, because she works with people all across the country, DM me. Email me. I will refer her to you. But it's so funny because everything It's always like, oh, we need to widen the door because our bathroom has an exterior door that goes out to the pool in our master bathroom. Let me make sure I said that clearly. The master bathroom has an exterior door so that you can get out to the pool, right? It's not Dakota. It was built in 1968. So she wants to widen it and move it over because we're expanding that master bathroom. And I'm sitting there going, that's cutting into an exterior wall. And oh my God, and that's going to be so much. And I don't even know. And she's like, Carrie, it's not a big deal. We'll just move the door. It's really not a big deal. We'll put it in a window. It's really not a big deal. Like everything is not a big deal. But every time she says something, we should try doing this. It's not a big deal. I immediately hear a cash register go off in my head. Every time. Yes, you are awesome. I'm here for your content at whatever pace you can manage. Oh, thank you, Jill. Evie, you've been Evie and Bear have just been so supportive for so long. I so appreciate you. By the way, before I forget, I'm very excited. I set a goal earlier in the year. Maybe you remember I did like New Year's resolutions, and one of my resolutions was to aim to get to 1,000 subscribers, and then my stretch goal was 1,500. I'm 10 subs away as of right now. I'm 10 subs away from the stretch goal. I think I'm going to make it. After all. I'm going to marry Tyler Moore, that stretch goal. So yeah. Oh, wow. I've been talking a lot. Bear, maybe you'll find some interesting treasures from the past besides old flooring tiles. Oh, that would be nice. That would be real nice because I gotta say, it is some ugly ass tile. It's so unattractive. And I think we're the third owners of the house. I have a theory that you can count the number of owners of a house there is by the number of layers of flooring that you find when you do a renovation. So the owners who had the house before us had put in this like reddish brown wood laminate flooring. It wasn't terrible. It was just cheap. And that Evie, stop it. Thank you so much. That's so appreciated. Thank you for the super thanks, Evie. I appreciate you. And yeah, so there were 2 layers of flooring. There was the wood flooring that's gone, and then there's the tile, and now there's just our foundation. And whoever takes this house after us, hopefully in 20 years, will think that we were the only owners ever because we'll have cleared away all the old and just brought in beautiful new flooring. I'm very excited. By the way, I'm very excited for our flooring. I'm very excited for the flooring. All right, I will stop babbling about my house and all the renovation that's ahead of us because, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time for us to get into Pattern Spotlight. Yes, and Fasten Off 2021 is coming. I'm so excited. This is like, I feel like the times that we're living in right now, you really got to hold on to the positives as much as you can. And Fasten Off 2020 was a highlight of the year last year. So I'm really looking forward to Fasten Off 2021. Again, if you missed it, oh my God, Evie. At least there's no room for old creepy dolls on the floor, right? Okay. I'm going to go on a tangent real quick. This live stream might go a little long, but that's okay. It's been a couple weeks. We'll go long. It's fine. Because I really want to give Fasten Off 2021 its justice, but I got to tell you this story. So, my grandmother, my granny actually, in Indiana, we would go visit her, and she lived in this house in Indiana, And it was like it wasn't old, but it was like colonial style, neo-colonial style house. And there was this room in it that had been my aunt's room. And it was like the white room. And it was like the dream little girl's room. It had the 4-poster bed. It had this rocking chair in the corner. And in this rocking chair was this like very large doll. And as a child, I loved this doll so much. Like, I would so look forward to visiting my granny because this was the room I would get to sleep in when we would go visit her. And there would be the doll. And I just pretend that I was like, you know, the little princess and the whole thing, right? I get very girly suddenly. So, fast forward. I was probably like in 5th or 6th grade, and we were visiting my granny, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents was on. So we were watching Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and it was this episode where there's this little girl in a rich family, but she's like kind of ignored by her parents, and she has this doll, and the doll would come to life. The doll would start coming to life as another little girl, and they would play together, and that her nanny was starting to get really worried because the girl was disappearing all the time, and she was off playing with this little girl. And what happens at the end of the episode is that the doll who would come to life and the little rich girl switch places. So at the end, the nanny finds the doll version of the little rich girl. It was so freaking creepy. I was so creeped out that I took the doll that I used to love in the rocking chair and I put it in the closet because I couldn't sleep with it in the rocking chair anymore because I was so freaked out by this doll. And I'm not kidding you, people. I have a very active imagination. Up until my grandma moved out of the house and like all of that kind of like was sold, given away, what have you, which was around, oh, did I lose my stream? There we go. Up until that house was like, my granny moved out of that house, which was around college, I hid that doll. I was like 18 years old and I was still hiding that doll in the closet. So. Anyway, now you got a little insight into me. I am a big scaredy cat. Yeah. Right? Right, Evie? I mean, I'll be honest, to this day, and I love like a good horror movie, not bloody ones, like gory ones. I like ones that are like really like Alfred Hitchcock Presents, that are like more psychologically like scary. But oh my God, I can freak myself out. Bear, have a great rest of your day, Bear. So glad that you're able to stop by. Okay, so pattern spotlight. We're like way past. So if you don't know, Fasten Off 2021 started last year with Fasten Off 2020. And the way it came about was because of the whole Ravelry debacle. On Ravelry for years, they've had this thing called the gift along, where designers would have select patterns on sale for 25% off for like a week, and people could purchase those patterns, and then they would have basically a make along where people would update on making the patterns that they had bought, and there was gifts and there was a giveaway. It was a very big thing on Ravelry, and then of course Ravelry debacle happened. So Kathleen Sperling of Whip Insanity and Rachie Newen of Rachie Newen Designs last year in 2020 organized a off Ravelry event called Fasten Off 2020. And they are doing it again this year for 2021, and I'm very excited. The sale starts on November 30th, so that's a Tuesday, and it goes on for a week. And you can find out all the details on whipinsanity.com's blog. I have a link for it down in the description box, but let's just go ahead and take a look at it right now. Nope, that one. I have new hotkeys that I'm playing around with. So this is the website. Right now, because the sale hasn't opened yet, you can't see the database, but designers who sign up for it, it goes into a database, a searchable database, so that you can look at everything. That database is going to be available on November 30th to look at. And it's going to be a month-long stitch along with community connection. I'm reading from the website right now. There's basically 3 places that you can participate in the stitch along. There is a Discord channel, and there's a link to that Discord channel that is on the webpage that I'm on right now. If you've never been on Discord, it's kind of like a community. If you're used to the old bulletin boards, internet bulletin boards, it's kind of like an internet bulletin board. And it's moderated. There's Twitter. There's a hashtag you can use on Twitter and to share your progress and everything. And then you can participate over Instagram. And there are virtual prizes and games and giveaways that are planned. I myself, wrong one. This is the one I wanted. I myself, last year for Fasten Off Yarn Along, I won like 3 or 4 patterns through playing kind of games that were going on Discord and they do a bingo card. And so, yeah, I won like 3 or 4 patterns, and I won like 2 balls of yarn for participating. And at the end, you can enter, like for every finished object, you can enter in your finished object to be entered in for a prize. So all the information is on their website. But what I thought we could do is at least preview some of the designers who are participating in the Fasten Off Yarn Along. I can't know exactly what patterns are going to offer up for discount because the database isn't available yet. But what we can do is look at some of the designers through their Twitter. So on Twitter, Fasten Off Yarn Along has their own account, and they have a Twitter list of the people who are participating, the designers who are participating in the Fasten Off. They have 102 designers signed up to offer some of their patterns at a discount. About half of them are on Twitter, so they are on this Twitter list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just look at the list and go in order of what's on the list to take a look at some of the designers, and we can kind of see what might be available at a discount for the next week, starting on Tuesday. I just thought it'd be kind of a fun way to anticipate the Fasten Off 2020. All right. So here we are on the Twitters. And the first designer, who is a new designer to me, is Not Bad Brit. So I'm going to open her link in a new tab so that we can get to her page. Loading. Not Bad Brit. And we'll see what her work is like. This is a new designer for me, so I have not seen any of her work before, so we'll get to discover it together. I love the color of her website. I always love, okay. On my screen, her website is very like pink, brown, kind of that 1960s mod. I think it's coming across to you much more brown than what it is. But I will join your list later. By the way, if you are off Rav like I am, a great way to follow your favorite designers is to sign up for their newsletters. And oftentimes, designers will offer a deeper discount on new pattern releases through the newsletter. So I actually now have a Gmail that is just for me to sign up with designers' newsletters so that I can keep up with what they have going on. So this is her webpage. And wrong place. There we go. Actually, let me go there. You can see even more of it now. She has home goods, ear warmers, towels, shawls, Sisters, not twins projects. I'm so curious. Let's look at the sisters, not twins projects. I love that, by the way. I'm guessing these are sets that kind of, they go together. They're not matchy-matchy. So right off the bat, we have this Autumn Waves wrap. The Autumn Waves wrap knit and crochet pattern. Oops. Quick view. There we go. I love the color. It's an orange color. I don't know how well it's reading across the live stream, but it's this lovely orange color. And yeah, it's a neat, it looks like a lacy wave viewful item. Let's see viewful item if we get more pictures. I'd like to see, I think we're going to, I could do, this looks like just a lacy wrap. And it looks like she offers it in a knit and a crochet version. So that looks nice. I'm going to be honest, I'm finding her website a little tricky to navigate. Let's look at, is there anything anyone wants to look at? Let me know. I'm going to click over the cowls because I love a good cowl. Oh, this is fun. This cowl here on the left side looks like it has baubles. It's fun. Oh, baubles. Baubles are so cute looking. They're easier to crochet than they are to knit. I'm going to click on the quick view. Oh, good. This has more pictures. But this is really cute. Can't believe it's not knit, huh? Oh no. This cowl is worked flat with a bauble feature mimicking cascading baubles. This is the perfect project for 2 skeins of DK yarn. I have 2 skeins of DK yarn. It's really cute. Baubles are always so fun. It's a fun textured pattern. I do think that they're easier to do with crochet than with knitting. I really love this Jester cowl. It's a short cowl design with color blocking in mind to mimic the classic Jester pattern. The short height makes it incredibly easy to wear. And it's just a fun wave pattern. I'm really curious what the stitch pattern is. I'm guessing it's some kind of drop stitch technique, but that's a guess. That's totally a guess. So yeah, that's a couple of things from Not Bad Brit. So she's on the gift along. Let's go back here to the list and check out another designer. James Show. The Sisters Not Twins is a project between her and knit designer where they make patterns for a knit version, a crochet version of the same design. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. I'm like really entering into this cluelessly, clearly, and I appreciate that giving that information. And I think that's cool to be able to offer up a design that's both knit and crochet. So Tinker and Fern. This is another new designer for me. And I like the name. And they're out of British Columbia, Canada. Let's see what they have to offer. Is this someone that you want to check out more closely during the Fasten Off 2021? Sorry, this is taking so long. Guys, if you knew how often I'm singing while I'm shooting videos, constantly, I think that life should be a musical. By the way, I'm very sad about Stephen Sondheim's passing. Okay, so Tinker and Fern. She has crochet patterns and knit patterns. Very cool. Covering all the bases. Let's look at this. I'm drawn to this Eartha Cow crochet pattern. Oh, she sells her work through Etsy. Cool. By the way, I am an Etsy affiliate, meaning that if you click on one of my links that goes to Etsy and make a purchase, I then make a small commission, and that helps support my channel. So thank you so much whenever you shop through Etsy through one of my links. Just so that you know, whenever you do, those commissions are paid by Etsy and not by the designers or the small businesses that make up Etsy. So just throw that out there. But this looks like if you're new to crochet, this looks like it would be a very good beginner pattern to do. It's a cowl. It looks like it's just double crochet, and it's nice. I really like it. I really like it. Part of it, I'm being totally drawn into the orange color. It's just a really gorgeous color. But that would be, if this is on sale and you are new to crochet, this would be a good pattern to look at. A really good pattern to look at. Let's go back to the gallery and see some of the knit. Oh, Maiden Mother Crone. All right, just based on that and the fact that it's a finger. These look like glove proud. Oh, but I'm totally drawn into the. I'm sorry, I'm changing my mind because I'm totally being drawn in by the fringe of Fearless Freya hooded. We're looking. I was gonna look at fingerless gloves, but I got thrown in. That's a fun. I got just pulled into this instead. Let's see. One thing I wish with Etsy is that you could scroll down to the description without having to leave the picture. Like they were in separate frames. I loved this. I love all the fringe. I'm not normally into fringe, but for some reason I'm into this fringe. It looks so cozy. I could totally see myself throwing this on to go sit by the fire pit and drink wine in like a late October evening. I always feel like a design is really successful when you can like imagine the scenario where you would wear that design. And I'm having that moment right now. Those look like this is knit, but it looks like there's extended stitches involved with that stitch pattern. Let's see. How does shoop. Description. Fearless Freya is knit in one solid piece and offers pattern repeats, making it the perfect travel companion or at-home project. Love a project that travels well. Learn more about this item. The pattern offers a variation of a short or hooded cowl for each size. I love the idea of a hooded cowl. In fact, I really want to make a snood this year. I really want to make a snood. And if you don't know what a snood is, it's a hooded scarf or cowl. And this might be if this goes on sale, I could totally see myself getting this and living out my fall wintry Los Angeles dream. Oh my God. So that's a couple of patterns from Tinker and Fern. Really look forward to seeing what she offers at a discount. She has the Persephone snood. Oh, people. It's like when you say something and then the universe delivers it to you. This looks like it's knit in a chunkier yarn. So this would be a fast knit. And it's cables. Ooh. These are large cables. Ooh, that'd be fun. Let's see. Persephone snood is a cabled cowl that is long enough to pull over the head as a hood. Interested. Table for one. All right. We're gonna move on to another designer because even though I'm clearly running late, like the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland, I can't live stream all day as much as I'd like to. Alexandra Gilligan Cook. Let's take a look. She's also in Canada. It's really interesting being here in the US, and I now on Twitter, I follow a number of people who live in Canada, so I'm becoming more and more familiar with like Canadian politics. Karora Knits, and let's see. Oh, that's lovely. Right off the bat, this is her newest release, Cathedral Grove. This is a beautiful pattern that has many options: a scarf, a wrap, beading. Ooh, I could add beads, or let the lacework shine. She sells on both Ravelry and Payhip. So let's take a look at the Payhip. Do. this is really pretty. If you want to do a lace project, this is very pretty. It's very lacy. It would open up beautifully on blocking. I've got to say, I really like it in this kind of lighter gray color. I think that really shows off this lace detailing beautifully. Looking at how open those yarn overs are, I'm guessing that you have like double or triple yarn overs to make that open of a lace. But looking at it, I think it's a pretty short repeat. So I'm going to guess that it's pretty like you could memorize this repeat fairly easily, which is always something that's nice with lace because there's always so much going on with lace. It's really nice when the repeat is easy to memorize and you can just kind of clearly see the motif that's developing as you knit it. It does help with being able to keep track of where you are in the pattern. I think we'll take a look at one more designer and then we're going to wrap things up. So that was just one piece. Again, I don't know what is actually going to be on sale from any of these designers. I'm just wanting to kind of take a look at their work just to see like who I would want to check back in with once the database is open. I'm going to take a look at one more designer. Oh, that's a Patreon link. Sorry. Nothing wrong with the Patreon link. I thought it was going to go to her website. Lavish. And this is a fun way to discover new designers, by the way. Designs by Suzanne Vish. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Looks like she specializes in wraps. And these are lovely, lovely wraps. And she does both knit and crochet. Let's look at designs. I'm going to take a look at the knitting designs. I'm just so... okay. Oh, love her color work. Love the color work. And I'm going to just click on this Keaton. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. That's stunning. I mean, part of what's drawing me into this is the color selection, but it's also a really cool motif. It's visual. You don't see something like that all that often. Let's see. It's mosaic. Keaton is a simple stole featuring mosaic slip stitch patterning. The combination with garter stitch makes it a perfect choice for both mindless, relaxing, and somewhat more challenging knitting. I think that's gorgeous. I think it's a great use of mosaic knitting. Mosaic knitting is so cool. So cool. Because with mosaic knitting, it looks similar to stranded color work, but you only carry one yarn at a time. And it's just a really fun way to do color work and with geometric motifs and what have you. And totally not intimidating. It's a totally... Did I lose my thing again? Let me put up the pattern. All right, I think my is running so enough already. It shouldn't even be on my Wi-Fi. Focus. Come on. There we go. Lost focus. Okay, so I think that's twice now. It looks like my stream got cut off. So I think that's a sign that it's time to wrap things up. So keep an eye out for Fasten Off 2021. Again, a link to the website for all the information is down in the description box. The sales open on November 30th. It continues, I believe, till December 6th. So you'll want to check out those patterns from the designers taking part. And I think it's always great to support designers who are making their work available on more accessible platforms so that we can keep this knitting community going. So what do I have coming up this week? Yesterday, I uploaded my latest video. It is live. It is another sock tutorial, but it is going to be my last sock tutorial for the year. And in it, I demonstrate how to make a toe-up sock utilizing something called the band toe. Sometimes it's called the moccasin toe, but I don't love that name, so I call it the band toe. So that video is up right now. It is a fun way to start a toe-up sock, And it's really good if you like to use DPNs with your sock knitting. Next week, video. I don't know if you've heard about this, but Tom Daly, the gold medalist in synchronized diving from the UK, who also became famous for knitting in the stands at the Aquatic Center of the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games that took place in summer 2021. He has started his knit business. He's selling knit kits. And I took a look at the website and his offerings, kind of shot my initial first reaction to everything. And I shot that yesterday. So that is going to be my upcoming video, which is like my first impression of Tom Daly's new knit kit business called Made with Love by Tom Daly. So yes, that is what is coming up. And then, yeah, I don't know. After that, I'm kind of planning a couple of countdowns possibly for the end of the year. I'm going to do like my personal end of the year wrap up countdown. But I also want to do, I'm also planning to do a video for 2021 that isn't so me-centric, which is kind of like Crimes Against Fiber video. Or maybe I take a look at some of the unfortunate things that some people have done with knit and crochet. And I mean like not hobbyist. I'm talking about like things that fashion designers have done. Like taking a beautiful cable knit sweater, cutting a big circle out of it, turning it, and then like whip stitching it together really in an ugly way. That sort of thing is what I'm talking about. So if you have any nominees for Crimes Against Fiber for that, let me know. You can comment here. You can send me, you can find me on social media and tag me. And let me know what you think has been a crime against fiber for 2021. It's just meant to be a little piece of fun. That's all. It's not meant to be mean. It's just meant to be a little fun. So those things are going to be coming up. And yeah, I have not done my YouTube thing. So if you have not already, please make sure to like the video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and check to make sure that you're subscribed. Maybe you think you're subscribed. Maybe I show up in your feed all the time and you're like, I must be subscribed. She's always there. And then, no, not. Happens to me all the time. All the time. I think I'm subscribed to someone and I'm not. Yay. Glad that James is looking forward to that. So yeah, please do the YouTube things. And also down in the description box, you will find a list of my affiliate links. Once again, affiliate links will take you to a shopping website where if you make a purchase, I might then make a small commission, and those commissions help support my channel to buy materials for review, because I will be reviewing this yarn, and materials for demonstration and equipment to hopefully improve my YouTube channel. And yeah, all those good things. So if you do utilize one of my affiliate links, or you send me a super thanks, or send me a super chat, or buy me a coffee, I have a buy me a coffee link, any of those things, thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. If you don't want to do any of those things, that's totally cool too. I'm always just glad you're here, and you can totally support the channel just by subscribing. And did I hit everything? I think I did. I think I hit all the things. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Have a really great time on this live stream. If you're watching on replay, thank you so much for watching the whole thing. I hope that you've enjoyed it. You can always take part in the conversation by commenting down below. Did I get everything? I think I got everything. Okay, so one last time, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, weekend. I hope you have a fabulous week ahead. As we head in, I know this time of year can be stressful for a lot of people. I totally get it. And I want you to know, take a moment to breathe, take a moment to enjoy your craft. Knit something, crochet something, make something for yourself. It doesn't have to be all about giving to other people. You can give to yourself as well, but take those moments to breathe as we go into this time of year. All right. Thank you so much. Happy health and happy crafting. Bye.